Hi everyone, it's Rachel Kleinman from rwcrafts.com. I'm here today to share with you a mixed media Valentine's Day themed tag that I created. You'll see a cute little frog prince that shows up at the end, and I'll walk you through how I created it. So I'm starting with this stencil called Confetti Hearts from Happy Doodle, and I'm using a structure paste from Andy Skinner. And before that structure paste dries, I'm adding some Wow embossing glitter. And the name of this color is called Amalfi. You can see it has some beautiful blue and green and golds, and I thought that just the subtle green in the glitter would bring out the green in the frog that we'll be adding later. And I'm heating it with my heat tool just as if it was on your typical embossing ink, but instead, as you saw, I used the structure paste. So I'm using the stamp set from Hobby Art, and it's called Limited Edition. It has some really cool images, but I'm using the frog today. I was thinking this is a little frog prince that's just waiting to be kissed, maybe on Valentine's Day night. So I'll be coloring him with my Neocolor 2 crayons. And you'll see there's a lot of different ways to apply the Neocolor 2 crayons. With this image, I started by giving a plain water coat across the whole frog, and now I'm coloring directly onto the image with that lighter green, and I am dipping the crayon into that little water puddle that I made there to kind of loosen up the color of the ink inside the crayon in a way, and I'm using the darker green to shadow the frog and shade the frog. Now I'm coloring the crown in the same way. I put some water down first, and I'm using a lighter yellow and then a darker yellow to shade it. I did stamp this frog on some Strathmore watercolor paper. You'll need a thicker either watercolor or mixed media based paper if you want to watercolor him. And you can see now I'm pulling the color directly from the crayon from my brush. So there's a lot of different ways to use these crayons to get the more richness that you want in your coloring. I fussy cut him with my detail scissors they're called Cutter Bees. And now that he's all cut out, I'm just going to start decorating the tag. This washi tape is from Dina Wakley, and the other washi tape is just sitting in my stash with its other 100 to 200 friendly rolls of washi tape in my drawer. I would like to share that many of these products are from the website called topflightstamps.com. I'm excited to be a part of the Top Flight Stamps design team for the 2022 year. So this is my second project with them. There's some really neat products that you can't really find anywhere else, and most of the products are from other countries. So there's a really unique supply of things that you can find, which is a lot of fun to search through. So with this was tulle that I found at the dollar store. It's gold and glittery, and if you've watched any of my posts before, you've probably seen me melt tulle with my heat gun. I like to gather it together and make it thicker. Please be very careful with your fingers when you're doing something like that so that you don't get burned by the heat gun. I added that was Prism ink in Rainforest Green, so I just dabbed it onto my work mat and I used it like a watercolor to add some more green to the top of the tag there. And the sunflowers that you saw are also from the dollar store, so please hit up your local dollar store. For me, it's a Dollar Tree. Especially for seasonal things. I found some really great seasonal things over the holidays that you can use in your dimensional projects. And that was obviously from the spring when I found those little sunflowers. I'm stamping the sentiment to my Prince Charming. I stamped it on some tissue paper. The colored tissue paper was already created from me in my stash from a gel print that I had done forever ago. So always keep those gel prints. You never know when they'll come in handy. I also stamped it on plain tissue paper, but I decided to use the one that had the color on it. I thought the hot pink kind of matched with the washi tape, and of course that lime green on the top matches with the coloring on the frog. I'm attaching the frog with some foam tape, and I added Liquitex gloss gel onto the foam tape. That's also what I used to apply the tissue, was Liquitex gel. And I'm just arranging these little sunflowers behind the frog. I'm attaching them with my tiny attacher stapler. And that pretty much finishes up the tag. Thank you for watching if you've made it this far. As always, all the supplies that I used are linked in the description below. I've also created kind of a complimentary Valentine card to go along with this, and that card will be on my blog post that is linked in the description below as well. So to finish him up, just to add some more dimension, I'm throwing on these gumdrops from Ideology. Decided not to use that extra tissue tag there. And that finishes up my frog. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm hoping I say it a lot to be more regular with my videos. Thank you for coming back. I always appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Bye.